Hello everyone, my name is Karan Mashru. Welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to look at the solution of the problem, that is game with string. First of all, let us start by understanding the question. What does question say? Given a string s of lowercase alphabets and a number k. So we have a string s which contains only lowercase alphabets and we have a number k. The task is to print the minimum value of the string after removing k characters. So what is the minimum value of string after removing exactly k characters? Now how do we calculate the value of the string? The value of a string is defined as the sum of squares of count of each distinct character present in the string. So every character from small a to small z will have some count. So we want to square the count of each value and add that up. That is the value of the string. For example, here the string is a, b, c, c, c and k is 1. So I need to remove one character. Let's say I removed c. So it became a, b, c, c. Now what are the count of distinct characters? A is 1, b is 1 and c is 2. So the sum will be 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 square, which is 6. Okay. Similarly, here you can have a look at the example. We can remove 2c and 1b and it will give us the answer 27. You do not need to read input or print anything. Your task is to complete the function minimum value, which takes s and k as input parameters and returns the minimum possible required value. The expected time complexity is n plus k log p, where n is the length of the string, p is the number of distinct alphabets and k is the number of alphabets removed. And expected auxiliary space is big O of n, and the constraints are given here. So now if we think about solving this problem, then first of all let us understand what the question is actually trying to say. So what I need to do is I need to minimize the value of the string. Okay. Now what is the value of the string? The value of the string is sum of squares of count of each distinct character. What do I mean by that? For example, let's say my string is A, B, B, C, D, D. So here what is the count of distinct characters? A is 3, B is 2, C is 1 and D is 2. The value of this string is sum of squares of count of each distinct character. So I'll square the count of each distinct character and then sum them up. So it is 9 plus 4 plus 1 plus 4, which is equal to 18. That is the value of this string. I need to minimize the value of the given string. How can I minimize it? I can remove any k characters. K is given in the input. Okay. Now, so we need to select the optimal way to remove k characters. So how can we do that? So let us see some variation. Okay. For example, if I have a string A, B, B, let's say k is 1. So I will either remove A or I will remove B. Let's say I remove A or I'll remove B. If I remove A, my string will be A, B, B, and if I remove B, it will be A, B. What will be the value of the string here? Count of A is 2 and count of B is also 2. So it is 4 plus 4, 8. What is the value of the string here? Count of A is 3 and count of B is 1, which is equal to 10. So here I am getting a bigger value than this. Are you getting my point? So this is the favorable condition because I want to minimize the value of the string. So why reducing the value of A give me this value? Because here the count of A is more. Here there are 3 A's. So if I remove one A, it will become 2. And 2 square plus 2 square gave me 8. Whereas here the count of A remained 3 only, and 3 square, the value dominated this value. So it became more. So what the idea behind the question is, we need to remove the character which has the highest count at present. Now what do I mean by at present? For example, my string has A, B, 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 B. Okay, and let's say k value is, let's say 4. So first of all, which character has more count? A. So I'll remove A. My string will become A, B, 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 B. Now k became 3. I still need to remove 3 characters. So which character I'll remove? A has more count. Both have equal. Let's remove A. So it became A, B, 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 B. Okay. Now in the third step, I'll remove B. Why? Because now B has more count. So we do not only look at the initial count of characters and remove k characters. After removing every character, we see what is the highest count of any character now. And from that character, we remove the character. Are you getting my point? So that is how this question will be solved. So we will remove k characters. How? Every time we'll see which character has the highest count and remove one character from it. Because here, since we are doing the square, so it is advisable to remove the character which has the highest count at a given point of time. How will we implement it? So basically what I will do is I will store the count of all the characters from A to Z in, let's say, an array C of 26, where C of 0 will denote the count of A, C of 1 will denote the count of B, and so on. Okay. Now there will be 26 different countings. I will push this 26 different countings inside a priority queue. Are you getting my point? Why? Because in the priority queue, the top value will be the maximum. Are you getting my point? So let's say my priority queue has, let's say my string has A, B, B, C, C. So my priority queue will have 3, 3, 2. The maximum count is 3. The second max is also 3, and then it's 2. Then I'll remove the top element. I'll decrease k by 1. I'll decrease the count of this character and again push inside the queue. For example, this is representing count of 3A's. So I'll remove it, I'll decrement its count and again push inside the queue. So now my queue will contain 3, 2, 2. Why? Because I removed 1A. So there are 3 B's, 2 A's and 2 C's. Now the top element is 3, which denotes there are 3 B's still left. Okay. So in this way, we'll use the priority queue and remove the top element, change its value by 1 and again push it for k number of times. Okay. And finally, the values which will be remained in the queue, which will be the count of distinct characters in the optimal way, and we will square them up, add it to our answer and return the answer. Now let's look at its actual implementation. So if we look at the actual implementation, so I have taken one count array of size 26 in which I will be storing the count of each character. N is the length of the string and initially answer is 0. First of all, I have initialized all the count values to 0. I have traversed the string and incremented the count of every character. Okay. Now I have taken the priority queue and I have inserted the count of each character in the priority queue. Now while k is greater than 0, I'll remove the top element from the queue. Okay, I'll push I minus 1. So the top element is, let's say, 5. So I'll remove it and push 4. Okay, because the character count has decreased by 1, and I'll decrement the k value because I have to do this operation for k times. And then at the end, while q is not empty, I'll remove the values and add the square of them to my answer and finally return my answer. What would be the time complexity? It would be big O of, see, this is a for loop of size n. So n plus, now 26 is constant. Here the priority queue pushing and popping out element takes log p amount of time, where p is the number of distinct characters. You can also take it as 26 because q has 26 elements, and this is running for k number of times, so it will be k log p. So this would be your time complexity, and auxiliary space will also be big O of p because we are using an array of size 26, and even our queue will not contain more than 26 elements. Okay, so it will be big O of p, where p is the number of distinct characters. Okay, so this is the actual implementation. Now let's submit this code. So let's submit it. Okay, so we have solved this question successfully. I hope you have understood the solution completely. Thank you.